Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. As you know, I love my candles, and once I'm finished with burning them, I like to reuse the jars to store things in. So today I thought I'd show you how I clean out my old used candle jars so I can reuse them to store my nail and beauty supplies, or even things like food. Let's get started. So as you can see, I have some of these used glasshouse candles that I've been hanging on to. So first of all, I'm going to remove any remaining wax from the bottom of the jar using a blunt butter knife. So I'm just kind of scraping away the wax from around the sides and the bottom of the jar and removing the little metal wick holders as well. And I'm just going to do this for the other jar. This one is the Taha Vanilla Caramel scent. And oh my goodness, it smelled so good while I was doing this. It's my absolute favorite of their candles. And when I went to get the rest out from the bottom, the wax just kind of lifted out in one big chunk, which was really handy. So what I'm then doing is filling the sink with some hot soapy water and letting that run over the jars until they're fully immersed. I'm then also adding some boiling water over the top so that it's extra hot in there, and I'm going to leave these jars to soak for a good few hours. After they've been soaking for a few hours, I'm grabbing some dishwashing gloves and a sponge and just scrubbing away any wax residue from inside the glass jars. I'm then taking the jars out of the water and placing them down onto the bench, and using some paper towel, I'm going to wipe inside the jars to try and remove as much waxiness as I can. And as you can see, I tried to remove the label from the bottom of the jar, but it just didn't want to come off, so I'm going to remove that later on. Okay, so as you can see, they're almost clean now, but I'm going to soak them again in some hot water for a little while longer just to make sure that they're 100% clean. And I'm also just grabbing a blunt knife again and using that to scrape off the label from the bottom of the jar. And again, once the jars have soaked for a little while longer and all the labels have been removed, I'm then just drying them off with some paper towel again to make sure that they're completely clean. And now the next bit is optional and will depend on the type of candle you're using, but I decided to remove the rubber bit from the lid just because I thought it looked a little bit nicer. And there we have it, some beautiful clean candle jars which can be reused for pretty much whatever you'd like. I decided I wanted to use these to store my nail and beauty supplies in, so I'm filling the first one up with some cotton pads. I'm then filling the second one with some cotton tips or Q-tips, whatever you call them, and how pretty are all the different colors here. And for the last jar, I'm filling it with some makeup sponges. These are my favorite ones from Daiso because I use these all the time for my ombre nail designs. You could also use the jars to store things like chocolates or candy, coffee pods, or even things like rice or pasta. But if you're going to put food items like that, I'd suggest you keep the rubber seal on the lid so that the food stays fresh. So that's it for today's tutorial. It's a bit of a different one today, but I do love finding ways to reuse things where I can, and these are so pretty and handy for storing things in. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please give it a thumbs up if you did. I'll be doing a storage ideas and hacks video soon where I'll be giving you more ideas like this on how to store your nail polishes and tools, so keep an eye out for that. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!